So I heard Aussie makeup is trending, and I actually lived in Australia for the past year. So I feel like I have a pretty good understanding of what Australian girls are actually doing with their makeup. Now, this is just inspired by Aussie makeup. It's definitely not like exactly that trend. Basically, it's just my perfect everyday summer makeup look that I picked up while I was living in Australia. Glowy, natural, sun-kissed, using drugstore products only. By the way, hey, my name is Marina, and I make content about how to become your Pinterest board in real life. Lots of lifestyle, wellness, travel content. The past few years, I have been manifesting dream after dream after dream, and I want to share this with you. So if that sounds good, click that subscribe button and stick around. Of course, you have to start with good skin prep. This is what's going to make your makeup base as flawless as possible. Prevent cakiness, dry patches. Whenever I forget this step, it shows. Just a side note, having good skin in general is going to always make your makeup look better, so make sure you're prioritizing having a good skincare routine. This is my favorite moisturizer, and I just use it as a primer. By the way, can you tell how easily my face gets red? My skin is so sensitive that the second I just start touching it, it turns red. All year round, but especially in the summer, sunscreen is a non-negotiable. This one in particular also makes my skin so smooth it pretty much acts like another primer, and I hate applying sunscreen with my hands, so the stick format is so good. It makes it so easy and fast, and now I never forget sunscreen. By the way, I'm gonna link all of these products down in the description if you're interested. To give your skin an extra glowy, bronzy sheen, I like to mix in bronzing drops with my foundation. In the past, I've also used the e.l.f. Halo Glow, which maybe I even prefer over this, but I just thought I'd try a new one out. It makes your foundation a little bit more sheer and natural looking, also makes it a little bit more dark and tan looking and a little bit glowy. I actually recently discovered this e.l.f. Soft Glam Satin Foundation by complete accident. I just kind of bought it without really watching videos or reviews, and it honestly works so well for my skin type. I feel like it's that perfect like medium coverage but still natural looking foundation. And bonus, the packaging that it's in is actually really good for travel because it's not glass, it's not super heavy. Personally, I like to use a damp beauty blender to blend out my foundation. It makes it a bit more natural looking than a brush. As you can see, this foundation is just blending so nicely into my skin. It's looking very natural, not too cakey. I also pretty much never use concealer because I find that it looks too cakey and unnatural. I keep my under eyes the same shade as the rest of my face. Now, of course, because we're going for a bronzy, summery, sun-kissed look, you need some bronzer. I would recommend a warmer tone. I like to put it on my forehead, my cheeks, and the top of my nose for that sun-kissed look. Also a little bit under my chin. I'm just using this one from Glam, and honestly, it seems to work really well. Blending that out with a beauty blender as well. I actually think a brush makes this easier. I should have used a brush here. It makes your face look a little bit less flat, a little bit less one-dimensional, and adds that tanned look. Honestly, I would even maybe go a little bit more heavy-handed next time. You can really see that once I start blending it out on my nose, I start to look really sun-kissed. If you think about it, the sun hits the high points of your face the most, and so that's the part of your face that would get most tan. Trust me, I know. I spent almost every day surfing last year. Blush is gonna give you that sunburnt look. Better to be fake sunburnt than real sunburnt. I like this sort of coral shade, but any like warm tone is going to be really good for this. Once again, you have to put this on your nose because it just gives you that cute little sun-kissed look, specifically on the bridge of your nose, not on the tip of your nose. Also, blending it out into your eyelids is really nice, and a little bit onto the forehead as well, just so it looks a little bit more cohesive. And oh my goodness, I personally think this blush is so underrated. It's the e.l.f. Putty Blush. I don't know what it is about it, but it's so easy for me to apply. Whenever I've tried other blushes in the past, I always end up overdoing it really, really easily. Now, I would encourage you to experiment with this a little bit because depending on your face shape and what you prefer, you're going to want to do the placement a little bit differently. Me personally, I've noticed that when I put the blush all over the front of my face, like the under eyes, it makes my face look a little bit too round, and I don't really like that. So recently I've been sort of putting a little bit more foundation over top of the under eye area if I get a little bit too much blush there. For me, I really like to add a highlight stick to my inner corners. It really helps to brighten them up, as well as just the bridge of my nose and the tip of my nose. I just like it the way it makes it look. And I like to use this cream one, and the fact that it's like this little stick that twists up makes it so easy to be very precise when you're applying it. And I just buff it out with my fingertip. I don't always do eyeshadow. Sometimes I will skip this. And depending on where I'm going, I will change how heavy and intense I'll do the eyeshadow. I love to just add a nice light shade on my eyelids, especially towards the inner corners, because it just makes my eyes look bigger and brighter. And then sometimes I'll put in this sort of contour cool shade in my outer corners, basically just contouring my eyes. If you really want to lean into the bronzy look here, you could definitely use your bronzer or a warm brown shade in the outer corners of your eyes as well. I also love to add some brown eyeshadow to my lower lash line, just kind of like a smoky little look. It makes the eyes look a little bit more three-dimensional. Now I also like to go in with some shimmer for my inner corners especially. I go pretty heavy-handed here, and my nose as well. And because I used that cream stick first, the glitter sticks really well to it, and it makes it look even brighter. Fake freckles. Okay, this is like the best part of the look in my opinion. I think that freckles are so cute, and I don't really have natural freckles, although when I do spend a lot of time in the sun, they do come out a little bit, but I like to just add some of these fake ones on. I'm just using this Glam one. You don't have to do this, but I personally think that this definitely gives the Aussie look. So many people in Australia do this, or they'll have natural freckles from being out in the sun a lot. You could also extend it further on your cheeks, on your cheekbones, but personally, once again, I find that if I put too many freckles on my cheekbones, it makes my face look really round, so I just stick to my nose and that's it. Also, adding in freckles makes the makeup look more natural because it kind of tricks the eye into thinking like, oh, they're not wearing makeup, because, you know, you see like the little blemishes on the skin a little bit. For my eyebrows, I just go in with a pencil and I just define the outer corner of my eyebrows. So my eyebrows are actually microbladed. I filmed a vlog a while back about this, and that just means that I have a tattoo on my eyebrows essentially. I would actually love to try a feathered brow, but whenever I do that, it kind of looks weird because it clashes with the tattoo. But anyway, it has faded a little bit, so I just define the outer corners. I like them nice and sharp, and then in the middle, I keep it nice and fluffy, and pretty much no product goes there. Australian girls like a fuller, natural looking eyebrow for sure. This powder is so underrated. I don't know why people don't talk about it more. It actually looks so good. It doesn't look cakey at all, and it's really not expensive. I feel like I need to set my face with a powder, otherwise it looks too shiny, but I go very light-handed with this. Just a little bit of powder on a fluffy brush. I decided to add a little bit more freckles. I felt like you couldn't really see them, especially after I added the powder. Okay, winged eyeliner. Now this isn't something that I would normally consider as part of the Australia trend. I know that some people think winged eyeliner is a bit outdated in fact, but me personally, I will never let this go. I just feel like it looks really good on me. I will skip this if I'm doing kind of like a lighter, more natural version of the look, but honestly, I love winged eyeliner. A sharp black winged eyeliner is my favorite. And then a setting spray. This is the one that I've been using. I just discovered it and it works so well for me. It's the NYX Marshmallow Spray, and it's just that perfect, like dewy but not too shiny, sets your makeup in place kind of setting spray. And it actually smells so good. And finally, mascara. So at the moment, I have lash extensions on my top lashes, which is my favorite thing ever. So I'm only putting the mascara on the bottom lashes. Also, I do this after my setting spray so that it doesn't get smudged. And then just a nice lip balm. Personally, I don't really like the brown lip look that's been trending lately, so I just go with a clear, slightly pink lip balm. Gotta keep those lips hydrated. And if you're Australian, you'd be using one with SPF because you would need it. Not makeup, but I always finish off my look with perfume. Honestly, this has just been my favorite perfume for forever now. Look how flawless my skin looks, by the way, and I'm not just saying that. I actually have a lot of acne scars. I've been doing really well with my skincare, so they are fading, but this foundation just does an incredible job. Specifically, the combo of the foundation, the powder, the setting spray, and there we have it. My perfect summer makeup look. Natural, sun-kissed, soft glam type of vibe. Like I said, this is just inspired by Australian makeup. This is just my take on it. And I want to really quickly mention that my jewelry right now is so beachy. It is perfect for a summer look, and it's from the brand Atolea. Been loving it, wearing it for over a year, and it's actually waterproof, so you can go in the ocean, in the pool, in the shower with it. And I have a 15% off discount for you, so the link for that is in the description. I make content about how to live your Pinterest board in real life all the time, so if that sounds good, definitely click that subscribe button and follow along.